Jez back in the news, as he does regularly. And this is what he had to say. Breaking news. Microsoft's Activision team has revealed a new studio called Elsewhere Entertainment. Now, why this is interesting is who is attached to this team. Well, according to Wario64, and of course, thanks so much for C Money for forwarding this to me because I did not see this. He goes on to say Activision opens new studio, Elsewhere Entertainment, to develop a new narrative based, genre defining AAA franchise. The studio is based in Warsaw, Poland. Okay. But what Activision had to say, and this is very interesting, folks. The talented team at Elsewhere Entertainment consists of a collection of storytelling experts who credits include The Last of Us, Uncharted, The Witcher 3, Cyberpunk, Destiny, Tom Clancy's The Division, and Far Cry. I mean, that is a
Crazy.
hefty list
Wild.
that is giving me goosebumps. See, Money, let's talk about this, man. This is big news.
Let's talk about it indeed. Listen, obviously, all that stuff happened. It was a big deal to a lot of people. I understand a lot of crazy stuff went down. Um, but I mean, we see where it played out, right? Like we see what's happening here, right? Xbox, when they did those things, they didn't do it like Square's doing it, where no one's talking about it because it's Square and not Xbox. But they didn't do it like Square's doing it because they just need to get rid of people. They didn't do it like PlayStation did it, where they just needed to get rid of people. Xbox had to do what they did, and in there, they told you why they did it and what was gonna be the benefit from doing that. And they told you that they were gonna be able to invest heavily in the other games that they have going on. They were gonna do new IP, all this other stuff. And now, again, further cementing the fact that Xbox is just doing what needs to be done to further their business and to further our games that we're going to be getting, right? Like how many games we're going to be getting, what's going to be coming to us. They literally just showed us right now. And again, I know people are going to say Activision. Let's be clear. This is all Xbox. I don't use the names of Bethesda or Activision or any of that stuff. None of that matters. It's all Xbox, right? So Xbox is opening up a brand new studio with top tier talent, right? These are people who worked on some of the games that I personally love. So when I see this, I say to myself, wow, look at them going out here and showing that this was not out of weakness that they closed studios. This wasn't out of desperation that they closed studios. This here shows that they are looking to further invest. And, listen, this is obviously a brand new studio, so it's going to take time for whatever this game is to formulate and to come out. But this is the beauty of Xbox. We have so many studios making so many games that we are getting starting next week. Was it 5 days?
It's in 5 days. Next Tuesday, brother.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Starting in
People keep
5
forgetting
days.
about that, right?
Yeah, yeah, Hellblade 2 is coming, and that's it. This is the beginning of forever for Xbox, right? This is the beginning of them coming out, releasing a huge game. Again, we're not talking numbers, right? It's a niche demographic who's gonna be into this game, right? A lot of people will play it, but I think purchasing it maybe is not gonna be as high. Doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. At the end of the day, all that matters is that they're producing games for us to enjoy,
Yep.
right? And the onslaught is starting in 5 days, right? We have that, then we have June showcase. I'm sure something's going to drop. I don't know what it is, okay? But something's going to drop around that time that they're going to give us. And then you still have the games that we know about that need a slot. And then we know there's 2 other games that Matt Booty referenced that are coming out this year that are going to need a slot sometime this year. We have still like 10 games or 8 games or 9 games that have to find a slot to release in 9 months. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, in
Unbelievable.
6 months, in 6 months,
Yeah.
right? In 6 months, we got like 8 or 9 games that have to find a place. We're going to be getting games every single month, plus the games we know that are going directly into Game Pass. this is phenomenal. And this right here, again, I hope, I hope that all of the people who were very upset about people losing jobs are going to put the same energy into thanking Xbox for opening a new studio and hiring people and giving people jobs as well, right? So I hope we see both sides of the coin, right? Because it's only fair. Like some people lost their job, but some people are gaining their job, right? So let's go ahead and make sure that we're going to be, congratulative for what they're doing now, right? Because if you want to give them smoke, then in order to keep it balanced, right? The praise has to be just as equal to how hard you were going in the other direction. All right. That's the way it balances out, right? Because they are doing amazing things now with the amount of teams that they have, the amount of employees that they're supporting to make games for us. Because at the end of the day, man, that's what we're here for, right? It's about the games. And I gotta tell you, man, the Last of Us, Uncharted. If you guys follow me at all on my team on my channel, you know that I make no bones about it. Last of Us is one of my favorite games. Love Last of Us. Love the Uncharted series. So the fact that they're coming over is crazy. You know that people who worked on those games, The Witcher. You got CD Project Red people, the people who made The Witcher, Cyberpunk. Come on, man. These are storytellers. These are people who are going to give us a dope ass game. And it says it right there. It's going to be a narrative driven game. I'm so pumped, man. Xbox is going to be hitting every type of game, dude. It's insane, bro.
Well, you know
I
what's
can't even.
interesting, C Money, to your point, is you mentioned the narrative based games, right? Now, let's just look at Xbox as a whole for a second, right? Currently, they have multiplayer on lock, right? They got Halo, they got Call of Duty, right? Fantastic. They got Gears, if you like Gears multiplayer. They have the racing genre locked down, right? Now, maybe Forza Motorsport wasn't your bag, but the reality, and at least for me, that has taken over first place in that race is Horizon. And Horizon
Correct.
5 continues to grow and grow and grow. And we are on the cusp of a Horizon 6 being announced. And I have a feeling, and so does Fuzzy Belvedere, if you're out there, Fuzzy, I love you, that this is going to be in
Fuzzy
Japan.
Fuzz.
It's going to
Oh
be in
man.
Japan,
This would be
right?
the year of Japan, bro.
Right, yeah, yeah, it would be the year of Japan because obviously we finally got an Assassin's Creed
Fucking
going to
yo,
Japan, and
Assassin's Creed looks
hello, that
crazy.
looks dope. Yes,
It looks crazy, yo.
but
Oh my god.
they also have the RPG
Locked.
locked. The
Locked.
genre is locked down, right? You own Obsidian,
Western RPGs.
you own In Exile Entertainment, you own Bethesda, and in all of those three studios, you got the likes of Fallout, and you got Fallout New Vegas
Battlefield.
too, potentially being shopped around. You know, we've been hearing about that maybe being a thing, right? So that they have that now. Now, Hellblade 2 comes out next week. That's narrative based. That's the hashtag just one
Just
that
one.
Cognito has been talking about for years, right? Well, you have that coming out. You have South of Midnight coming out. South of Midnight's also going to be very narrative based. Now it's going to look different, right? It's going to have a different art to it, but that doesn't mean it's not a narrative based game. And now we know they're cooking some other stuff up there. Gears is on the way, narrative based, third person over the shoulder, right? That's that adult themed content that we all know and love. That's on the way, and it's going to be on the way in two forms. We may get Gears 6 reveal. We may get also the Marcus Phoenix collection, and now you add this new studio that is filled to the brim with storytellers and developers and artists that worked on very specific narrative based games. The Witcher, The Last of Us, Uncharted, The Division. I mean, again, it's just
Easy,
a
bro.
newly formed studio. It could fall
Easy.
apart tomorrow, but I'm sorry to say, I'm here to tell you that the circling of the wagons that we talked about in many conversations, and I believe that came the way of Pong So. is happening in front of us. And again, folks, please don't get your stuff in a bunch. No one is discounting or forgetting that 4 studios for Bethesda were closed. That is unforgivable, and I will stand on that stone. But this is a big deal, C Money. It's a big deal because
100%.
they've been cooking with this for a while, and they announce it. And I'm telling you, man, I think there's going to be something special here. Anything you want to continue
Well,
adding to
this
it?
this is the thing, like, just to as far as, like, studios are concerned, right? Like, think about how many studios that have made amazing games that we love, that were born from the ashes of studios that were closed or failed, right?
Yeah,
Listen, I can appreciate all of the feelings. I do. I get it. But like if we look at what's happening, and again, I'm not saying that, you know, any of those people are going to come work over here because I don't think that's a reality. But those people obviously were somewhere who they either left or
yeah.
got fired or whatever the case is, and now they're coming together to make something unique and special. And it's not only that, but it's in a part of the world that honestly is full of amazing talent. We get The Witcher from that area, right? We get uh uh um what's the other fucking so the damn game
Cyberpunk,
coming out in September. Well, Cyberpunk, that's the same studio, but excuse me, the game we're getting is September 5th. That's
Stalker
Stalker 2,
2.
right?
Yeah,
That's all out there. The Metro series, right? A4 or whatever the name of the,
yeah.
like, there's
A4.
so much
Yeah,
talent
4A. Yeah,
out there, and Xbox hasn't been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a part of the world that they don't have a first party studio in, and now they do. Right? Now they're gonna be able to get that type of talent into those into a studio that can deliver us a game. And again, I see people in the chat talking about exclusive, non-exclusive. At this point, anything new going forward, I really don't give a shit, right? My thing is about what we had, right? Halo, Gears, Forza, all that shit, that's ours, right? If they make something new and this game is gonna go wherever it's gonna go, I don't give a shit. You know what I do know for a fact? It's coming in the Game Pass, right?
indeed.
And that, my friend, is what I care about because I think people get caught up in the console war of things, right? To talk crap about different things, but they forget that at the end of the day, as a gamer, as a person who loves to play games, there's only one winning side. There's only one. And that's the side that has the platform deliver all of their first party games into a service that we pay between 10 or 12 or whatever the regular version is to $18 a month.